Good evening. Hey, everybody. Got a really bad camera angle down there. You guys want to see Kramer? Hey, guys. Hey, girls. I hope you're having a good day, winding down after a long Saturday. A lot of people on my team had classes today, so didn't want to bother them throughout the day. Thank you, Tracy. Give everybody just one more second to pop on. Hey, guys. I'm so glad that you're joining me tonight. Anybody else getting their introvertedness on? This is my night for like, Jackie, everybody else stay away. I'm going to get my introvertedness on. And after convention, I just feel like I have to like break away from everybody for a while. Anybody else feel the same way? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If you're brand new to my scopes, I am so glad that you are here on here. Introverts unite for real, separately from their own homes on Periscope. Isn't this the best way to unite? If you're new, thank you for joining me. My name is Jackie Ritz. I'm a Blue Diamond in DoTERRA, founder of the Paleo Mama blog. And I don't scope with makeup on usually and my hair done and a big light in my face. I'm like completely natural. So I hope that you guys don't mind that at all. Over the last 3 years of doing doTERRA, I have been encountered with many kinds of objections when I'm doing a class, a one-on-one, phone calls, looking for business builders to partner with me. Anybody else had any kind of objections like I do? Oh, well, thank you guys. Anybody else get any objections? I mean, you probably don't, right? It's just me. If you do, throw up what you have. Like, what are some common objections that you get in your classes? There you go. Don't have money. What else you guys got? Don't have time. It's a pyramid scheme. There you go. What else? Is this an MLM? I've got kids. I'm not a salesperson. Yep. I've got to ask my spouse. I don't sell things. Does this really work? I'm going to cover all of these tonight. I'm just seeing if I have something that I don't have something on my list that you guys can think of. Yep. I have a job. I've got that. Okay, good. So I've got all of those covered tonight. And I'm going to give you guys some tips for handling these 20 or so most common objections, okay? Because I get the same things. What about this one? I can get oils cheaper on Amazon. Anybody hear that? How about I can get oils at Walmart now? Yes. How about I'm not the network marketing type? My friend did this and she lost money. I don't know how to start a business. I've got little kids. All right. How about this one? I'm not good at technology. Anybody heard that one? Which I find super confusing. Or I'm not a blogger. I hear that one a lot because I'm a blogger and people think they have to blog. How about I don't like people? You want to know the answer for that one? If somebody says I don't like people? Okay. Well, then this business is definitely not for you. So usually at that point, if they don't like people, then they really shouldn't be in doTERRA. So, all right, let's talk about those objections, okay? And I have all of those, I'm pretty sure, down on my list right here. Thank you. My hair is actually, I love Salt Lake City because it's so dry. You only have to wash your hair like once a week. But here in like North Carolina, it's so damp in the air that I feel like I have to wash my hair every day. Anyways, okay, I will. All right, so how about this one? Let's start with, I have a whole list right here, and this is actually on a website that I'm kind of picking from, so I'll give you guys that website address after I'm done. The biggest thing like that I've learned in this is not to let objections scare you. A lot of the times when we hear objection, our heart starts beating really fast and we try to think of something to say. So I like to look at objections now as simply they're inquiring, and it's kind of like a request for more information. And as long as when you turn objections around and you make it more of about them, and you ask them questions and you bring out the objection, what's in their heart, you usually can get through that objection much easier. An objection is something that, embrace their struggles. It's something that they're struggling with, and they really want you to prove them wrong. So that's kind of what an objection is. And so if you can look at it that way, you can see every single objection that you encounter as invitation to kind of really help them get through whatever kind of blocks or struggles they're dealing with that objection. And so here's some of the most common objections, and I'm going to give you guys kind of a way to kind of steer it around. And at any point when you're in a class or a one-on-one and you get an objection and you're not sure what to say, because there have been objections that I've gotten that I haven't been ready for. I've found that the easiest way, like I said, is to turn around and ask them a question. Like, why do you think this? And then at that point, you'll see that they start talking more and more, and you'll kind of know what to say at that point. So how about this one? I don't have time, right? I don't have time to do this. So a really good way to answer any objections is answering with a question. And I really like the question of, like, if I can show you or if I can tell you. And so I like to say, if I can show you a way to do this business where it fits into your lifestyle, would you like to hear more about it? All right. Another one is, how would you like to never have to say that again? Right? How would you like to never have to say that again? That's what this business does. You work really hard for, a few years as you get to diamond and blue diamond. And then at that point, you're able to have the lifestyle that you want. For us, we've brought my husband home from work. We average probably 20 to 30 hours a week. I stay near 30 because I love this job. And if I'm not doing doTERRA, I'm bored. I love doing doTERRA. So I stay around 30 right now. But we're able to go on vacations together. We're able to take Wednesdays off, or Fridays off and just do nothing. So I love to say that. I love to say, how would you like to never say that again? I can show you how you can use this business and work it into your schedule. All right. So that's the I don't have time objection. What's another one? I don't have money. If I could show you, I love this. If I could show you how to get started, how is this? Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. I lost my place. If I could show you how to get back what you're going to invest in your starter kit as quickly as possible, would you like to learn more about that? All right. And so that's what I love doing. I love creating a plan with them. And especially if they enroll with a diamond kit or an every oil kit, I break it down and I tell them, if you do this many classes and enroll this many people in this time frame, you're going to earn that starter kit back, your every oil kit, in 2 months. And then every time after that is all pure profit. All right, so that's one way you can handle that I don't have money objection. Another one is, I totally understand that. I didn't have money either when I started, but I saw that this was an incredible opportunity for my health and my children's health, and they were worth it. All right. And just FYI, I started with the family physician kit. So don't write those people off who start with the family physician kit. Okay. Because, just because they start with the family physician kit doesn't mean that they aren't, going to do this as a business. Oh, Heather Patnode also started as with the family physician kit. I love it. Who else started with the family physician kit? Out of 37 people, I'd love to see how many of you started with the family physician kit. There you go. There's some more. See? We should have like a family physician group on Facebook or something. Oh my goodness, look at all those. I love it. See? Look at all those. See? Home Essentials kit. Started with the Home Essentials. I totally wish I would have gone bigger too. Like knowing what I know now, I would have started with the Diamond kit. You started with no kit. That's the best right there. Started with no kit. I didn't even have enough money to get a kit. I love that. So that's a really, really good way to handle that objection. Do you really want this? Is money really the issue? Okay, another good question. And really just, if that was you, making sure that you're relating that to them. I understand I didn't have money either, but I saw this as a life chance and I made the decision. Okay. Another common objection is I'm not a salesman or a saleswoman. I saw you guys put that up there. Here's a really good one. Here's where you're going to use the if I could show you again. If I could show you how this business is more about education than sales, would you like to learn more? Okay. How about this? I'm not a salesman. Well, then you're going to love this, right? Who feels like saleswomen or salesmen in here? I definitely don't. I don't feel like a salesperson at all. So I love it when people say, I'm not a salesperson, because then I say, well, then you're absolutely going to love this. This is going to be just for you. And another one is perfect, because we simply educate other people and help them be informed enough to make a decision for themselves. So that's another one. Yes, I've had this shirt for like 10 years. This is my Kramer shirt. How about this one? Is this an MLM scam? Have you guys heard that one? Is this a pyramid scheme? Is this an MLM scam? Everybody heard that? I see the hearts going up. So this is where I really want to hear their story, because there's obviously some history there. So I'll usually say, oh my goodness, it sounds like you have a story. Tell me about it. And that's usually what I say when somebody asks if this is an MLM scam. Because usually they've done, another kind of MLM business that was probably a scam, because there are still some out there, and they probably lost a lot of money. So I want to hear their story. Yeah, or they made no money. Exactly. Or you can just say, no, it's not. Why do you ask that? Okay, that's another thing. And this is another good one I have here on this website. Is this a pyramid scheme, you ask? I'm so glad that you said that, because our business is perfect for people that aren't into pyramid schemes. So, and another, I don't remember what Presidential Diamond talks about how, a pyramid scheme is like this. And in the corporate world, you have one person up here on top, and then you got all the other people underneath. But in doTERRA, it's flipped over, because anybody can get to the top. You have to work hard enough, you have to want it hard enough, and you have to go after it hard enough to get there. But anyone can make it, and there's a lot of people there on the top in doTERRA. I mean, at leadership, they showed how many new diamonds and blue diamonds and presidentials they had this year. It was more than any other year. So it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and this is the best time to be a part of it. I have been a part of doTERRA it'll be 3 years. I bought my starter kit in November, in the November coming up, so it's almost been 3 years. Another one is I have to think about it. Who's heard I have to think about this, or I have to think about it? Usually this is where I really want them. Oh, Heather, you're a rock star. Heather's really been scoping some really great scopes. So tap her name right there and then go follow her, because then you'll be alerted when she starts scoping. She's a blue diamond in doTERRA too. I have to think about it, right? And then so I'll usually say, well, what do you need to know if this is right for you? Or what questions do you still have, right? So you answer a question with an objection with a question. So if you can think objection with a question, whenever you hear those objections, if you ask a question, then you're going to know exactly what is in their heart and really how to respond to them. And then I also like to say, the best way for you to know if this is for you or not is just to try it. And if I can show you how you can, give this a try with no risk, would you like to do that? That's another good way to respond to that one. I love this one, guys. And I've gotten this one a lot. Has anyone got the objection of, I have to ask my spouse? Hearts? Anybody? Thumbs up? Hearts? Anybody ever hear that one? I have to go ask my spouse? Yes. Okay. So what I like to do right here, and it depends on like how I'm really jiving with the person. I'm myself at classes, and I'm completely myself. Sometimes I say things I shouldn't. But most of the time I make people laugh because they don't expect that from me. So I'll usually say, oh, there's your phone right there. I'm going to go ahead and let you step right over there and give your husband a call. Tell him all about it and see what he thinks. All right. So that's one way I do it. But another really good way is saying, let's all meet up for coffee and I can show you and your husband together all about this. If they're going home from a class, you absolutely need to make sure that you send home all those flyers. I have 3 different handouts: the class handout, the kit handout, and the wellness advocate agreement form. All right, and it's a little different now for the wellness wholesale customers. So send all those home, let them read over it, even if you want to give them a product guide to send home so that she can take that home, show it to her husband, and, absolutely follow up afterwards. So that's 2 different ways that you can handle it. How much do you invest in a new wellness advocate with supplies and tariff sheets? Well, that's completely up to you. If the new wellness advocate is going to be a builder for you or somebody who wants to share or start the business, then I believe in making that first initial investment for them. And usually for me, that's going in and teaching the first class for them, providing all the materials for everyone, and really, showing them how to teach a class. And then after that, you can, even ordering the class in a box kit is a really great way to help people start out. The magazine has oils in the back is another really good one. Yes. So I love handing out the Living magazine as well at a class because it's just pretty. The magazine is beautiful. It shows all these recipes and how to use the oils. And it's just a lifestyle magazine, which is what we are. doTERRA is a lifestyle magazine. And I think that's a perfect thing to give to people and to send home. Has anyone ever had the objection of, well, how much money do you make? Has anybody ever been asked that? I think it's pretty ballsy, first of all, that people ask you that, but they will. Has anybody ever been asked that? Yes. When somebody asks me that, it catches me off guard. And, now I have no problem answering that. And I usually shock people. But when I was just starting out, yes. Heather said I just say more than my husband. And I do. I think it's a fair question too. It just is surprising because probably I would never ask that of somebody. So I think it's a good question to ask, but I think you have to be ready for it. And like I said, now, as a diamond or blue diamond or presidential or even a platinum and a gold, you're not afraid to answer that question, right? But as a starting out, like if you're brand new starting out and maybe you're not making much money yet, but you love doing this and you know that you're building your pipeline of residual income and you're not hauling buckets anymore. So, but maybe you're not making that much yet. So there's a few ways you can answer that. One is if that's you and you're just starting out, I think saying, I don't know, I haven't finished collecting it yet. That's a great answer. Yesterday's efforts are going to be coming in for the years in the future. So that's another one good, another way you can answer it. Here is usually how I respond to it. Usually I say, that's a really good question. I know money is important. So how much would you like to earn each month? So that's a really good way to say it, because at that point, at first I only wanted to make $500. And so that would have been my reply if somebody was to ask me that. And they would show me, well, that means that you're going to need to hit silver and earn your power of 3 to get that. And so they could create a plan for me to get to that, to make silver and to earn my power of 3 so I could get to that. But somebody might want to say, you know what? I hate my job. It's crappy. I'm in a cubicle all day. I'd love to replace my crappy $2,000 a month income, right? I've heard that before. Well, perfect. I can show you how you can do that. And then I love to give them, Edge has a really awesome new guide right now about, Heather, okay. It's the quick start guide. And in it, it has a really good thing of like how long it takes most people to hit each rank. And so if you know what you're making, what the average person makes for each rank, you can show them like one little chart that says, well, if you want to make $2,000, then you need to be this rank. And it's going to take you an average of a year to get there. But let's do it. Let's go for it. And let's get to there. You work your crappy job, haul those buckets while in your spare time and every little time that you have, you create this pipeline of residual income that's called doTERRA. And so that's a really great way to answer that objection of how much money do you make. Another one is how about I don't know anybody, or I don't know any people, or I'm brand new to an area, right? I just moved. I don't have any friends. I'm a mom. I stay home all day. I live in yoga pants, and I've got kids all over me, and I never get out, right? We all heard those objections right there. I got a few hearts. Okay, so if I could show you how to get to know more people, how to easily talk to people, would you like to hear more about it? Right? If I could show you how to get to know more people, if I could show you how to approach people and talk to more people, would that be something that you're interested in doing? Another one is, well, let's sit down together and write down all the people you interact with over the course of 3 days. I think you're going to be surprised. You probably know more people than you can even imagine. And this world is comprised of, 6 billion people, guys? So there's people everywhere. And if you like talking to people and you love helping other people, then this is something for you. And it's a fear of rejection in that objection. That's absolutely right. They're afraid of being rejected. And this business has been so great at really getting introverts out. And most introverts never even realize how maybe they're not really even that introverted. So they just need to know, and they need to have the encouragement and be shown how to actually approach somebody. How about this one? Only people at the top make money. That's why you're making money, Jackie or Heather. Only people at the top make money. Anybody ever hear that? If I could show you how everyone has an equal chance to build their organization and get to the top, would you like to hear a little bit more? Isn't that a good one? Right? Network marketing pays you what you're worth, and often more than your upline. It pays you what you're worth. And I know a lot of people at a silver or gold rank who can make more money than somebody, at a platinum rank. It all depends on that unilevel commission and really getting out there and being bold and sharing doTERRA. How about this one? I don't want to bug my friends and family. Anybody ever hear that one? I don't want to bug my friends and family. Yeah, there we go. If I could show you a way to help them better their lives using essential oils, would you like to hear more about it? Because essential oils are for everybody, from birth to death, right? And so I can guarantee you that your family needs this, and they're going to thank you later for it. Has everybody gone back and thanked our enroller? Everybody gone back and thanked their enroller at some point in this business? Yes, so have I, many times. They had the boldness to share doTERRA with you. I don't know anybody who in doTERRA who has, had a negative experience. So that's a really good way to kind of handle that objection. How about this one? I've tried it and I didn't like it. Or I've tried this and it didn't work for me. Anybody hear that one? And then that's when I really just say, tell me about it. Okay? Get them talking. Tell me about it. Show how maybe they weren't set up with the right skills and expectations from the beginning. Or maybe they enrolled in some other company, maybe another essential oil company, that just didn't set them up for success from the beginning. Or they had an upline or an enroller that really wasn't doing the business, and so they didn't have that help that they needed in order to grow their business. And so they kind of were lost. They had no idea what they were doing, and they just quit. And so if you have that and you can offer that, then you need to be bold about it. And that was Julia's experience with another company. If you have that, be bold about it. Say, I have the steps and I have the system already mapped out for you. You're going to know exactly what you need to do step to step. I'm not going to do it for you, but if you do it, I'm here with you helping you do it. All right. And so that's why it's really important to have some kind of a system, some kind of a duplication system, whether you follow Share Success, Edge, or just use Class in a Box. You need to make sure that you stick to that and you teach that to anybody else that you enroll. Bye, Heather. How about this one? I already have a good job. Anybody hear that one? I already have a good job and I already make enough money. Anybody ever hear that objection? I love saying to this, I go, okay, well, are you interested in learning how to build a plan B, just in case one day you don't have that good job? Okay, so that's kind of what I like to say right there. Or you can say, would you like to hear why other professionals, chiropractors, doctors, massage clinics, spas, are doing and using doTERRA on the side and incorporating into their business? Would you like to hear why they're doing that? So that's another really good way to handle that objection. How about this one? I can get oils cheaper somewhere else. I can get oils cheaper somewhere else. Anybody hear that? So I like to say, well, does the difference between price and quality matter to you? I like to say that. I like to really educate them on the quality and say, are you using essential oils therapeutically? Okay, because if they are using them therapeutically, then quality is essential. It's the only reason why you would use therapeutic grade essential oils is because they're therapeutic. So I like to say that. I like to make sure that I really educate them on quality. And I have an analogy that I use, Taco Bell and Mexican store, that really kind of clicks for people. So I use that analogy to really show them and tell them how quality is so important when using essential oils. How about, let's see, anybody else have any other objections I didn't cover? Anybody else have any? That's pretty much all I have. I have a few more that I kind of answered in the other questions. Tacos, yes. So what I usually say, I'll just go ahead and tell you since somebody typed in the tacos there. What I usually say there is I totally understand that. And I know how you can get oils cheaper. But I want to tell you a little bit about the quality of essential oils and how they're so important. And so I'll tell people, I'll say, well, you know how my favorite thing, and I say my favorite thing, and this is so true, guys. I love going to an authentic Mexican restaurant. and I love the fresh tomato salsa. And I love the little lady making fresh corn tortillas from scratch. And I love the guacamole boy that comes around and makes guacamole in front of you. Everything's fresh and clean, and it's so good, and you can taste it, and that's why people go there. And then I'll say, and then there's Taco Bell down the street. And that is why quality is so important, because doTERRA is the authentic Mexican restaurant, and those oils that you can get for cheaper are Taco Bell. Yes, the food's cheaper there, but it's not better, and it's not better for your body. And so they really need to understand that there is no organization overlooking essential oils and saying, like, grading it. There's different grades of essential oils, but anyone can say they're therapeutic grade. Like, there's no organization that classifies a company or an oil as being therapeutic grade, which is why it's so important to do your research and to make sure that that oil is being tested the right ways. And so I'll tell people, when they talk to me about Walmart oils or whatever, doTERRA tests their oils 11 different ways. And we saw that at convention. And now, guess what? You're going to be able to take your bottle of essential oil, all right, and you'll be able to look at the bottom of it, and you'll be able to look at the lot number and go on www.sourcetoyou.com. And doTERRA is going to let you look up the bottle, and you'll be able to see the testing that has been done on that specific lot of essential oil. That there is no other company doing this. This is complete transparency, showing we have nothing to hide. Our oils are the best in the world, and doTERRA is completely confident about that. So that right there is going to handle or answer that most common objection that you guys have about the Walmart oils or the Best Buy oils, or, doTERRA doesn't show us what they're doing with testing. Well, yes, they do. And so that should be available in November. But right now, the website's live, sourcetoyou.com. You can go on and see the growers. You can see the farmers that we're getting the oils from. You can read more about the co-impact sourcing. It's a beautiful website, and I can't wait for them to actually get the lot part on there where we can actually look up the grades of our oils. So I think it's amazing. How about there's just too much competition out there? Anybody ever heard that one? There's too many oils. It's like the thing to do right now. Everybody's doing it. Anybody ever heard that one? Saturated. There you go. That's the word, right? Have we heard that before? The market is saturated. There's a few different ways you can answer this. And like I said, this is depending on how real and fun I'm being with the person. But a lot of the times I'll just be like, well, somebody's just getting born right now and somebody's dying, which means there's a huge market for oils, because oils cover everything in between living and dying. So the day you are born into this world, you can start using oils on your newborn. The day that you die, oils can be a comfort to somebody who is on their deathbed. And so oils are for people in between that. And it's such a beautiful and huge market. I don't believe it's saturated at all. And by the way, I like competition. It motivates me. What about you? So that's kind of how I answer those objections. And I just speak from my heart. And I just show people that you can be yourself in this business. You don't have to be a professional. You don't have to have sales experience. You don't have to be an aromatherapist. You don't have to be an herbalist. You can be somebody who is just passionate about teaching other people to be empowered in their health and to make decisions for themselves. And so that's the most beautiful thing about this business, is that you're able to do that. So, and yes, be a voice. Absolutely. That is it, my friends. So it was wonderful to see you on the Saturday night. Take the day off tomorrow, I hope. unless you're teaching a class or bringing oils to church like I do. And always have your oils on you. I had them on me at my kids' soccer games today, just anxiously hoping there was somebody I could talk to about oils, or just however the conversation opens up. I always carry those with me, along with my deep blue rubs. I always carry that with me too. I'm glad that you guys enjoy this. You're very welcome, and good luck this weekend, and good luck closing out September. I hope that this month ends beautiful for you and you accomplish all of your goals and dreams, and keep dreaming bigger for this next season coming up. So have a wonderful night, everybody, and we'll see you on the next scope.